right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Black Rose Rollers live stream here. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Carnage is getting in the afternoon off, so you get me, Dangle Sauce, as your MC for events here. We have the New England Nautical Nightmares representing from the Northeast. You've got the Black Rose Rage in their inaugural game, joining the Black Rose team here. Both L3, so we're going to see how this one turns out. We're about to get things started here. So running down the rosters real quick. On the New England Junior Roller Derby Nautical Nightmare, we got number 1, Ghost Skate. We've got number 39, Beyblade. Number 4, Jinx. Number 42, Violent Femme. Number 44, Radium Girl. Number 66, Ruby Rocket. Number 77, Helen Killer. Number 777, Moxie. Number 303, Lucy Fur. Number 375, Cinnamon Roller. Number 1977, Mick Nugget. Number 913, Punky Bruiser. And number 9999, Sugar Crush. And that's your New England Nautical Nightmares. Over to your home team, Black Rose Rage. Number 04, Kryptonite. Number 13, Mad Max. Number 18, T-Bone. Number 1956, Hot Rod. Number 2, Big Rig. Number 210, Turnip Dead. Number 30, Wreck-It. Number 33, Destroying. Number 333, Farrah Fawcett. Number 420, Minivan. Number 5, Shredder Cheese. Number 501, Darth Skater. Number 57, Flying Fish. Number 64, Jack Skatington. Number 78, Buffy the Book Slayer. And finally, number 825, Lil Legs. Our officials for today, we see them standing up and getting ready to roll here. We've got Olive, you've got Rage, you've got Killy Peppa, you've got Diablo helping us out over here, you've got Scarina hanging out over in the penalty box, you've got Heath, we've got Moxie, we've got Frenchie, we got Scarbuck, Dash Ketchum, Vincent Van Go to the Box, Caustic Daydream, Wild Goose Chase, Bio, Tree, and Mason. All right, so we're going to be playing with the settings here a little bit. So if you are in our chat and you can't hear me, feel free to put something in there and say, Dangles, turn the volume up, son. And we'll go ahead and make that happen here. All right, we are getting ready to start. Couple last-minute equipment checks, making sure we are good to go. We want to make sure that all of our skaters are safe and all their equipment is safe and ready to go. All right, so some behind the scenes here. Our referees like to let our scorekeepers know how they are showing and demonstrating their numbers as they're calling them here. So we've got a couple of our refs just making sure our hand signals are clear to all of our scorekeepers hanging out. Baked, I see you there. Sound happier? Listen, I got one monotone voice, and that's all that we're going to be doing. we are getting ready to start here. Let's check that chat again. So, oh, baked. All right, Beans. Yeah, thank you, Beans. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are all holding things down at the home front there. I'm looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be a great game. All right, let's see what we got on the line here. We've got Little Legs on the jam line for Black Rose. We've got people in the way, and I can't see who's on there for New England. I'm sorry. We'll get names and numbers here, but off we go. Out first, we got Black Rose. Little Legs making a round there. Black Rose making it difficult on New England Jammer. Here comes a star pass for New England. Little Legs for another lap. Black Rose locking it down. Pivot with the cover for New England and a bump. Jack holding it down. Legs back through for another one. We got a jammer race coming here. Legs for a couple points. New England 777. Moxie with that pick up and go here. That's a solid start for a jam. Here we go, ladies and gents. All right, coming out on the line next, we've got Destroying. Hanging out for Black Rose, and we have... We've got a timeouts. All right, it sounds like we got a couple little roster things we want to make sure everyone is on there, accounted for, and getting their notations in there. All right, looks like we are back up and ready to go. Again, we got Destroying on the line for Black Rose, cutting out first here. New England Jammer not making it easy on the Black Rose defense, cutting through number 4, Jinx. Big, massive pack here. Jinx making it through, taking a couple bodies. Destroying, getting drawn back. Here we go. Big packs in front here. Destroying, cutting through. Jinx right on the heels, and out we go. All the action on turn 4 out there. Destroying, approaching the pack, taking a call off. That'll end our jam. All right, on the line for Black Rose, Mad Max out there taking lead. On the jam for New England, we got 375 Cinnamon Roller. Looks like we're seeing Cinnamon Roller with a call. Coming around to the box here. Black Rose on the power jam here. Max making it through for a set. New England lining up and waiting for Max to make contact here. Max is calling for Black Rose to start moving. Max is coming through. All right, New England Jammer is standing up in the box here. We only got a couple more seconds till we're back to even and 2 jammers on the track. And Cinnamon Roller's back in. Here we go. Max coming in for another pass. Add on to his 12 points here. Black Rose defense holding Cinnamon Roller in the back there. We got a last minute call off here and might be having a visitor to the penalty box over here. Oh, we got a jammer in the box for New England. Power jam to start for Black Rose here. Looks like we have Big Rig cutting through here. Number 2. All right, Cinnamon Roller standing up in the box, getting ready to head out there. Farrah Fawcett heading to the box for Black Rose. Big Rig working the track here. Cinnamon Roller coming back in and meeting up with that Black Rose defense, making it difficult. New England matching up with Big Rig out there. Another couple on the board. Farrah Fawcett released from the box, leading Big Rig, and a call off for Big Rig and the jam. Current score, we've got Black Rose Rage at 52. We've got the New England Nautical Nightmares at 6. All right, we got a timeout. We'll let the referees do their thing here, and we'll get moving here in just a second. All right, timeout concluded. Let's get this started here. On the jam line, we've got Destroying for the Black Rose Rage. Cutting on through and taking lead on this one. And for New England, fighting through the pack. We've got 99.99 making short work of Black Rose defense. That is Sugar Crush coming through, destroying, looping the track here. Sugar Crush meeting up with that Black Rose tripod. And Jack Skatington got called for a penalty, coming back in here. 4-wall for Black Rose again. New England trying to work Sugar back out again. And destroying with the call off. And a little jump on the outside there, keeping it in bounds. another official timeout here. Show, we see you in the chat there. Keep it going, B. Get that for destroying. Yeah, I tell you what, these kids out here, this is some amazing skating. If you guys have not been out to a game, we've got another one immediately after this. We've got Mars coming up to visit us and playing against New England. And tomorrow morning, we have another bout with the Black Rose Rebellion taking on the New England Riptide. And that's expected to be an exciting one. The Riptide played against the Mars A team this morning. And so it's going to be another good one with the Black Rose squad as well. All right, next jam kicking off here. Looks like we've got Little Legs taking lead on this one. And for New England, getting out of the pack there, number 31. Not on my score sheet. We'll get a name for that one. It's Ghost Skate. We're missing a 3 on my sheet here. And we're through. Ghost Skate with a couple, no. Ghost Skate with a cut track called. Little Legs working some pack here, cutting through for another. And that's a call off for Legs and Black Rose. Unfortunately for New England, keeping the jammer iced in the box for right now to start off the next jam. Next jam here. Mad Max with the lead for Black Rose, getting things started. Ghost Skate coming back out of the box. We're right on Max's heels. Max finding that New England defense, keeping them locked out and bump to the inside. Got to take it back there. Ghost Skates keeping it in bounds, making it through the Black Rose defense. Ghost coming around for a couple more points here. Max with the call off before there's too much more damage done there. All right, quick timeout here. Amy, I appreciate it. You know, Carnage makes this sound really easy when he does it. He just kind of finesses it and just knows everything. So to try and jump in and do this in his absence, this is fun and at the same time terrifying. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Amy. All right, we're going to get back to things. We've got Big Rig on the line for Black Rose. We have, I can tell you if it wasn't so far away, I'd be able to see everybody. I believe that is 777 for New England. That is Moxie for New England here. The gathering of all the blockers right here in front of the camera. Moxie muscling through. Big Rig looking for an outlet to get through. Just squeaking past that last New England blocker there. Moxie is almost through here. Got one more to beat. Black Rose is not making this easy. Big Rig with a little bit of dancing. Getting through. A couple more points on the board here. Moxie with the fight. And so close. And that is a jam, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired just watching that one. Holy smokes. Good for them. All right. Let's take you back to the jam line here. All right. New jammer into the rotation. You've got T-Bone squaring off with a New England jammer hiding behind more of our officials over there. T-Bone with the lead and getting through. And it looks like we got Lil Eggs coming to join us in the box here. T-Bone with another outlet getting through. There we go. Our jammer for New England is none other than 303 Lucifer. Getting through that Black Rose defense. And T-Bone working it through. Lucifer meeting up with the defense again here. Little Legs out of the box. T-Bone through here. Lucifer fighting the Black Rose wall. And looks like we got a penalty here. 99.99 going to the box. Sugar Crush hanging out with us over here. And that is a jam. Show, you don't have to butter me up. It's okay. I appreciate you guys out there. All right, on the line for Black Rose, it is Farrah Fawcett. Getting through, right on her heels is Ghost Skate for yet another one. Let's see how this turns out. Farrah just working that pack, cutting through. Off to the races she is going. Ghost Skate, little drawback here by Jack. And oh no, Ghost Skate with a cut track here. Ghost is gonna go hang out in the box for a hot second. Farrah making her way around the track. Black Rose blockers looking to set something up here. And Farrah's work. Oh, Farrah down. Working on through. And that is a jam. All right, we got 15 left in the first half here. We're on jam number 10 already here for the game. Current score, Black Rose Rage 132, Nautical Nightmares 23. On the line, we have tall people. Here comes a timeout. Looks like we have an official review coming requested from Black Rose. And the meeting of the minds begins here. Thank you, Twig. One of our track helpers for today. She'll be skating tomorrow at the Rebellion game. You can look forward to that. Again, we'll be over at Magic Elm here in Hanover, Pennsylvania tomorrow. Come on out and join us. You'll get to see a lot of the Rebellion L3 skaters that aren't skating today. You'll probably see them wandering around in the background, helping out with track maintenance, helping with some of the coaching, some of the behind the scenes things that are happening here. All right. Rage says it is time to get this party started again. So let's get back to it, shall we? Looks like it is Hot Rod for Black Rose. For New England, we've got Ghost Skate hanging out in the box here for just another second or two. Ghost is coming out now. And here we go, Hot Rod with a quick lap here. Black Rose defense lining up and getting ready for Ghost to hit. Here we are. Same time, Hot Rod working the New England pack. Coming around on one foot, dancing. Hot Rod looking for another lap here. High stepping and through her for a couple more points. Ghost absolutely just fighting this Black Rose pack right now. Kryptonite with the drawback. Looks like we've got Ghost skate again for another cut track. So Ghost will start the next jam in the box here. All right, next jam coming up, we've got Big Rig on the line for Black Rose Rage. Big Rig popping through, destroying for Black Rose, headed to the box. Big Rig with the apex jump. All right, Go Skate is loose. Meeting up with the Black Rose wall. And the call off. All right, on the line for New England, it is 7-7-7. Moxie here again. Oh, call by Caustic Daydream. Moxie to the box for a cut track, unfortunately. For Black Rose, we've got Buffy the Bookslayer. Buffy stepping back in here. Black Rose defense lining up to try and help out. Little crunch, little handoff. T-Bone with the star. Going for a walk here. We're going for a full 2 on this jam. And Moxie out of the box, meeting with the Black Rose wall. T-Bone meeting up with the New England wall. Everybody coming into turn 3 here. T-Bone breaking loose. And Jack Skatington finding the box for 30. Moxie muscling through here. Almost through. There it is. Moxie popping through. T-Bone with a little drawback. And dancing through. .33 seconds left on this jam here. All right, Moxie fighting with the wall again from Black Rose, and it looks like T-Bone found himself a seat in the box to finish this jam. 2-1. There are your whistles to end the jam. T-Bone will start the next jam in the box. And New England will be on the power jam to start things off. All right, on the line for New England here, we've got number 66, Ruby Rocket, taking the outside path on the Black Rose blockers. New England blockers trying to run a little bit of offense and press them loose. Ruby looking to the outside here. And T-Bone released from the box, cutting through. T-Bone, despite being in the box to start, ends up with lead on this one. And a call off by T-Bone. All right, next jam here. Looks like we've got 99.99 from New England, Sugar Crush. Squaring up with Turnip Dead, number 210 for Black Rose. Sugar Crush with the lead on this one. Turnip dead, just taking that inside line around turn 1. Sugar Crush finding the Black Rose wall. Turnip dead. Barely staying in bounds here, finding that New England wall, fighting through it. And Turnip breaking through with 4 points on that one, and a call off by Sugar Crush and New England. That's a lot of hustle right there. All right, back to the jam line. Looks like we've got number 303, Lucy Fur for New England. Looks like we're getting a timeout here. And see what they say here. Chat, if you're hanging out there, if you are watching the stream, you all we're getting ready to kick off the second half of our first bout here. Apologize for all the streaming issues we're seeing here. It got a little choppy, and then all of a sudden it decided it didn't want to work at all, so I apologize for that one. Sometimes when you come to venues, internet's great, internet might not be great, so part of the learning process and trying to figure out how to make it work again. So stay with us. If you're seeing issues, listen, I'm all for listening to them, so let me know how it's going there. More than happy to try and work with everybody. But with that being said, looks like the reps are talking to the teams a little bit earlier, just kind of making sure that everyone's on the same wavelength for expectations. One of the things that they came over and were talking with us here at the tables, the one thing they want to make sure is that as skaters inevitably will fall to the floor, that they do fall small as they're taught by their coaches. That way we don't have people kind of tripping over each other in these gigantic packs, and everyone can be safe as we're kind of progressing through. So we're going to give everybody a hot second here. Coaches to have a moment to talk to their teams, referees to commiserate in the middle of the floor, and we'll start off with things here in just a moment. Baked, I see. Yeah, no, hotspots, that's next on my tech wish list. Don't tell wife, but yeah, that's one of those things that would be extremely nice for the number of games that we have coming up this year and all the various venues that we're going to be wandering off to. So no, absolutely, that's one thing on my list here to add to the collection. All right, little rolling whistle. That means it's time for skaters. Come back out onto the track, get this party started. And it looks like we are starting off Black Rose with Jack Skadington. Penalty box is clear. And on the line for New England, we've got 99.99 Sugar Crush coming back out for jam duty. All right, and this kicks off the second half. Jack Skadington taking lead on this one. Sugar Crush getting through. Jack coming around for pass number one. Picking up a couple points here. Sugar Crush meeting up with the Black Rose wall. Jack coming in for a second pass. Getting through, calling it off, and that is jam number one. Three up for Sugar Crush, 8 for Jack. On the line for New England, 777 Moxie coming back out. On the line for Black Rose, 1956 Hot Rod. Hot Rod with the lead. Moxie cutting through. Hot Rod meeting back up with the pack here. Blockers falling like dominoes here. All right, yep, was watching this. Hot Rod with the call. Looked like it was for a low block. Picking up the extra for the delayed entry to the box there. Moxie coming through for a couple more points. Moxie has 12 halfway through this jam. We got 35 seconds left on this one. Moxie for another 4. No sign of Moxie stopping. We got 10 seconds left. We rack up another cut. That's another 4 on the board. That is 24 points for Moxie. I think that might be our biggest scoring jam of the game here. Hot Rod hanging in the box here. She is standing, getting ready to head out, and then we'll be back to even. But New England starting the next jam on the Power Jam. All right, Ghost Skate taking lead on this one. Hot Rod coming out of the box. Finding the New England pack. Ghost finding that inside line. Not quite. Hot Rod making it through. Ghost finding the Black Rose pack there. Little drawback. Call off. And that looks like it's going to be a handful of points for Ghost. That's going to be a 3 spot on the board. All right, looks like we've got 3, 7, 5 Cinnamon Roller coming back out for another jam session. And for Black Rose, we have number 5, Shredder Cheese. Cinnamon Roller making it through the pack. Shredder finding that same inside line. They're both through. Cinnamon Roller finding the Black Rose pack. That's going to be a tough wall. We got Fair Kryptonite, Jack, and Little Legs. Shredder Cheese getting drawn back by Moxie. Leading back up to the New England wall. Shredder finding the outside line and walking on through. Cinnamon Roller, big fight through here. There we go. Cinnamon Roller cutting through the Black Rose pack. And the call off. All right, on the line for Black Rose, we've got Big Rig. On the line for New England. They're hiding back there. Number 39, it is Beyblade for New England. Big Rig taking lead, but Beyblade is not taking no for an answer, cutting through on the inside of the track. Here we go, Big Rig through for a couple more. Beyblade fighting the big wall back there. And the call off. All right, looks like we've got Kryptonite on the line for Black Rose and a lead for Kryptonite. On the line for New England in the jam position, we have number 66, Ruby Rocket. Kryptonite working through the pack here. Ruby working the back of the pack with Black Rose. Farrah 4-6. Wandering on into the box. Oh, little pile up there. Ruby coming around. Got a 3-wall to beat here. And a call off by Kryptonite. All right, on the line for Black Rose, we have Lil Legs, and for New England, it is Ghost Skate. Lil Legs making her way through. Ghost Skate finding the line. Big Rig hanging out there, waiting for the rest of the pack to join up. Little Legs for 4. Ghost Skate looking for that little avenue to creep on through. Looks like it's going to be. Oop. There it is. Little Legs with the call off. Ghost making it through though. Ghost potting 4 points as we're getting into jam number 8. We got 20 minutes left on the clock here. And we've got Buffy on the line for Black Rose. We've got 99.99 Sugar Crush for New England. I guess it would help if the camera was pointing in the right direction. All right, there we are. Hello, action. Sugar Crush finding that outside line, working the Black Rose pack. Still moving here. And Sugar Crush with lead on this one. Buffy looking to the outside line there. Sugar Crush coming in for a couple of points. And Jack Skatington pivot for Black Rose, picking up the star, making her way around the pack here. Sugar Crush walking off with a couple of points. Jack Skatington working the New England wall. Sugar Crush about to take it in there with Darth Skater and Flying Fish. New England running some offense, trying to get Sugar Crush a couple more points here, getting her through. Meanwhile, Jack Skatington getting bumped out by Moxie, and that's a jam. A couple more points picked up by Sugar Crush. And we're on to the next jam. All right, on the line for New England, we have Ruby Rocket again. And for Black Rose, we've got Hot Rod. Hot Rod taking lead on this one. Ruby Rocket finding a tough pack here with Lil Legs, Farrah, and Turnip Dead. T-Bone hanging out up top here. Hot Rod cutting through for a couple more points. And call off. All right, back to the jam line. We got New England with 303, Lucifer. And for Black Rose, we got Mad Max. Max looking for that inside line. Lucifer looking at that same inside line. Max dancing the outside there, taking lead. Meanwhile, Lucifer finding every inch of the Black Rose pack. Ooh. Wreck-It getting a call for a low block. And I am mistaken. We got Mad Max being drawn back here. Finding the New England pack. Lucifer finding the Black Rose wall. That gets opened up by New England. Mad Max calling off the jam here. And it looks like Wreck-It was called for a low block. Wreck-It finding his way to the box here. Timeout being called. All right, on our game clock here. We got 15:15 left in the second half of game one. Stay tuned. We're going to have game two. It's going to be Mars coming to join us here, and they're going to be playing against New England Junior Roller Derby and the Nautical Nightmares. Yes, they are playing back-to-back, but yes, they are going to get a little break in between the action here. So we'll go a little radio silent for a little bit, give them an opportunity to rest up, and give Mars an opportunity to get warmed up before the bout here when that kicks off at 5 o'clock. All right, looks like timeout is ending, and we're going to get things started again here. We've got number 31, Ghost Skate, on the line for New England, and we have Darth Skater jamming for Black Rose. Darth Skater with lead on this one. Ghost Skate right on the heels here. Coming around on turn one, Darth Skater inside line and through Ghost Skate on the outside line, but meets up with Jack Skatington for a little drawback and reapproaching the pack here. Darth coming around, finding the New England pack here on the inside, meeting to the outside. Little cut and a little shimmy, and we are through. All right. And that is a jam. We are off here. We've got 3-7-5 for New England. That is Cinnamon Roller coming back out, and Big Rig for Black Rose. We have a timeout. looks like we got a little injury timeout. We obviously want to thank our medics for coming and hanging out with us today. It is probably one of the most important jobs that you could possibly have at a derby event because people are continually falling, meeting with other derby mates out here on the track and off the track. So we've got Puck and Fist as one of our medics and Toxic Sugar running duties for the first bout here. All right, looks like things are well enough. And we'll get things started again here. And we're back off. Looks like we have Ruby Rocket jamming for New England, and we have Kryptonite rocking the star for Black Rose Rage. Ruby meeting up with the Black Rose Wall here. Kryptonite finding the inside line with all of the New England blockers. Finding a tiny little seam and cutting right through. And Kryptonite picks up a couple. Farrah Fawcett getting a call, heading to the box. Jack Skadington also joining to the box. And Kryptonite getting through for another couple more points. Ruby has a couple less blockers to worry about here, but a little pile up here around turn 2. Ruby with a little dance session. And Kryptonite going to be finding an entire 4-wall of New England blockers here. Jack Skadington cut loose, Farrah Fawcett cut loose from the box. And we are back to 4 aside for our blockers. And Kryptonite says, thank you very much. That's a jam. All right, back on the line for New England, it is 777 Moxie. For Black Rose, we've got number 2, Big Rig. The posturing at the line has begun, and we are off Big Rig, trying to find the tiniest little seam to get through here. Looking at the inside line, cutting outside line. And Big Rig through. All right, 303, Lucifer. Got a call for a cut track here. Lucy's going to be going to the box, and Moxie getting through the Black Rose wall. So it is Gemmer to Gemmer, and finding all the blockers here in turn 2. And that is a call off for Big Rig and Black Rose. All right, we got 10:45 left in the second half here. We're coming up on jam number 15. Nautical Nightmares 106, Black Rose Rage 301. Farrah Fawcett with the star for Black Rose. Quick in and out. Ghost Skate with the star for New England. And quick little cut track. Lucifer released from the box. And Farrah Fawcett picking up a couple points here. Back to even strength with all of our blockers. And a call off for Farrah. Keeping our New England jammer Ghost Skate Iced in the box for just a couple seconds long here as we're starting the next jam. Coming out on the line to jam for Black Rose. Looks like we've got Kryptonite coming back out for another one. Kryptonite finding that outside line, cutting on through. And Ghost Skate is released from the box, and as soon as Ghost was released, it looks like Big Rig is heading to the box for Black Rose. Kryptonite picking up a 4 spot of points. Ghost Skate meeting up with Lil Legs, and the tempo's picking up. Ghost Skate cutting through. It is Kryptonite meeting up with that 4-wall of New England blockers, while Ghost Skate, oh, so close to that line. And Kryptonite finding a little gap, getting through. Ghost Skate, same thing on the inside line there. And Kryptonite with a call-off. On the line for Black Rose, we have, looks like we got Jack Skatington on the line. And on for New England, we have Moxie. Jack picking up lead here. Moxie not that far behind. Black Rose defense letting Jack get through, and we are through. Moxie finding that 4-wall of Black Rose defense. And a call-off for Jack Skatington. We've got 7:18 left on the game clock here. We've got jam number 18 coming up with 303 Lucifer for New England and Hot Rod for Black Rose. Hot Rod working the outside line, inside line, coming back around here, picking up lead. Lucifer again finding that Black Rose wall, and 375 Cinnamon Roller finding a quick seat to the penalty box here. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys almost got a front row seat to a jammer live on stream in the stream. Here we go. Number 39 Beyblade getting a call and heading to the box here. Cinnamon Roller almost ready to come out of the box. New England jammer coming up. We got 777 Moxie, and for Black Rose we've got Mad Max. So right now we've got Black Rose with 4 blockers, and we've got New England with 2. And Mad Max finds a spot, makes his mark, and gets on through. Moxie, same thing, working 4 blockers for Black Rose. Max backing around, picking up a couple more points. Moxie, big hit there. Here in turn 2, and we are finding all of the packs. Max finding that outside line. And a call off by Max. We got 4:45 left in the half here. Baked, you are spot on. Heath and I are busy staring at each other because, yeah, we almost had jammers sitting on the score table here, and yeah, Diablo wasn't looking for company. So, yeah, 40 action for sure. You can almost smell the derby as it's coming to you. All right, 99.99 for New England. That is Sugar Crush, and we've got number 33, Destroying. Out jamming, Destroying with the lead. Kryptonite finding a quick seat to the penalty box here to start the jam. Sugar Crush finding the 3 remaining of the Black Rose defense. And Sugar Crush getting through. Destroying. Right out there with her, and Kryptonite released from the box here, and Destroying. Little cut, little move, little call off. Boxes are empty. 2 jammers on the track, 4 blockers per side. We got a full house on that track and ready to roll. Jam number 21 with 2:50 left on the game clock here. We have Darth Skater pulling lead here, and we've got Ruby Rocket for New England. Little Legs with the drawback here. Darth looking for instructions from the bench. And Ruby Rocket getting past the Black Rose defense here. Darth Skater looking for 1, 2 to beat, and he's through. Ruby Rocket coming up on a 3-pack here. Looks like Ruby got a call here. Darth Skater's gonna say, let's take a moment here. Calls off the jam. Now 1:50 left on the game clock here. We've got Little Legs in the box for Black Rose. We've got Ruby Rocket in the box for New England. All right, on the line we've got Kryptonite for Black Rose. Little Legs has been released from the box, heading back into play there. And it looks like it was 77 Helen Killer from New England as the off blocker that got called on the previous jam here. All right, penalty boxes are clear. Kryptonite finding that outside line, creeping through, has 1 blocker to beat from New England. Meanwhile, Ruby Rocket working that inside line. "30 seconds left on our game clock here. Coming around there on turn 4, the rest of the action. Kryptonite with a little stutter step there. Getting on through. Game clock says 0. We still got 22 seconds left on the jam clock. So we're going to keep going until that last little bit is done, unless Kryptonite calls it off here. Kryptonite says we still have a little bit more. And game clock, jam clock, both at 0. We'll wait for our referees to take a look at the score, make sure everything matches up to everyone's expectations, and we will call it a game as soon as we get that long rolling whistle. And that, Derby fans, fanatics, people out there in live stream land, that is a bout. Black Rose Rage on top, 385. New England Nautical Nightmares, 128. We'll hang out for another hot second here. We still have MVPs to announce, and then we'll kind of give everybody a minute to breathe, catch up with the world, and we'll be on to our second bout of the day at 5 o'clock when we see Mars Junior Roller Derby taking on our New England Nautical Nightmares. All right, and with more time-honored traditions with the Derby universe here, you're going to see our players kind of lining up backs to each other. No, that's not disrespectful. They need to figure out who's who on each side so they can appropriately give out the MVPs. looks like we've got Darth Skater and Big Rig MVPs on the Black Rose side of the house. Oh, they're the whole way over there. I don't know who the New England... You know what? I know who we can ask. Twig. Who are our MVPs for New England? Oh, they're right there, lined up in the middle. So we've got Ghost Skate for MVJ, and then we've got... Right. Right. Okay. That's okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Twig up front and personal with you here. Make sure you take your screenshots, save them for later. Thank you, Twig.
I hope everyone is having an awesome day, and I hope you really enjoyed the game. We have another one in about 17 minutes, so stay tuned. Mars versus the Nightmares.
Thank you, Twig. going to be jumping back into the action here in just a minute. We're a little behind. We're trying to give people a little extra time to rest, catch up, and we're going to be kicking off, doing a quick gear check. And our Mars and Friends squad is ready to go. New England Nautical Nightmares will be in the white today. And at the other side of the benches here, we have the Mars B Team and Friends in the black jerseys. So real quick, we'll go over the lineups here. For our New England Nautical Nightmares, we've got 31 Ghost Skate, 39 Beyblade, number 4 Jinx, number 42 Violent Femme, number 44 Radium Girl, number 66 Ruby Rocket, number 77 Helen Killer, number 777 Moxie, number 303 Lucy Fur, number 375 Cinnamon Roller, number 1977 Mick Nugget, number 913 Punky Bruiser, and number 9999 Sugar Crush. Over on your Mars B team, we do have a couple of carryover skaters from our Black Rose team, hence Mars and Friends. So we have, for our Mars squad, we have number 113 Slater, number 12 Flatliner, number 6 Peaches, number 17 Ankle Biter, number 28 Crush Puppy, number 293 Misery Machine, number 333 Larry, number 49 Cotton Candy, number 523 Oddball, number 55 Spicy Beans, and number 93 Starstruck. Our couple of carryovers for this game are going to be number 04 Kryptonite, number 2 Big Rig, number 33 Destroying, number 57 Flying Fish, number 64 Jack Skatington, and number 825 The Legs. All right, looks like we're getting on the line here, and we are starting off with Mars has number 333 Larry on the line jamming. And for New England, we have 9999 Sugar Crush taking the line to start the bout. And it is Sugar Crush on the outside to take lead on jam number 1 for the game. Larry on the outside. Sugar Crush meeting up with the Mars wall and a call off. Lining up for New England, we have number 31 Ghost Skate, and for Mars we have number 293 Misery Machine. Ghost Skate finding that inside line there, squeaking through. Meanwhile, Misery Machine looking at that same line and saying, yes, I will. Takes the inside line and moves on through. Ghost Skate with the call off before any points are taken. And after 2 jams, we are 1-0 Nautical Nightmares. And it looks like we've got Misery Machine taking a seat in the box to start this jam. on the line for New England, it is 777 Moxie getting a power jam to start things off here on jam number 3. Moxie finding a little gap to get through. And it is a fierce Mars wall that eventually Moxie finds a little path through and gets things started. Misery Machine standing up in the box. Full pack of 4-on-4 here between turns 2 and 3. Misery Machine looking to dance through the New England wall here. Finding through a couple of them, and Misery Machine is through. Moxie with the call off. I think it was I think I will, I think I won't, and then referees are like, yes, you did call that off. That's okay. Just checking out the chat here. Stretch, buddy, pal. I don't know about good announcer. But I appreciate you regardless. All right, back to the action. We've got number 66, Ruby Rocket for New England, and we have, as we're coming around here, number 6, I believe that is Peaches. Still no lead yet. Big pack here on turn 3. And it'll be Peaches that picks up lead. Ruby Rocket finding the last 2 blockers for Mars as Peaches finds the New England wall here. And Peaches coming through on the inside. Peaches looking for a couple more here. Finds a little seam on the inside. A little drawback now. Ruby Rocket trying to work the outside line here, asking for a little help from her defense to run a little offense for him. And that Mars defense is just smothering the play right now. Handoff of the helmet cover. Peach is taking a couple more laps here. New England finding that inside line, but a little bit of a drawback, and that is 2 minutes on that jam clock there. All right. And one of our Mars friends, Big Rig, almost had lead, gets the cut track, finds a way to the box. Meanwhile, 375, Cinnamon Roller pulling through, not lead on this one. So we're going to go for a full 2 minutes on this jam here. Cinnamon Roller picking up quick 4 points. Cinnamon Roller with another 4 on the board. Big Rig fighting through the New England pack back there. Oh, getting down. Big Rig picking up another penalty on the play here. Cinnamon Roller squeaking through, picks up another 4 points. You see Coach Tiny Dancer giving some instructions out to the New England team here. And Cinnamon Roller working this last pass through before we call it time for the jam. Cinnamon trying to get those last couple of points here. Big Rig out of the box for Mars. And that's 2 minutes. Cinnamon Roller picking up another whopping 4 points. Makes that a 16-1 jam for the Nautical Nightmares. All right, we are at timeout. Looks like our refs are doing a little talking right now. We'll see what's up here. But while we're waiting, it looks like we have number 31 for New England. That's going to be Ghost Skate jamming on the line there. And for Mars, looks like it is Misery Machine coming back out for another jam there. All right, that concludes the timeout. Off we go, and there you go, Ghost Skate with the lead. Misery Machine right on heels here. This is going to be a fast one. Misery Machine picking up for Ghost Skate. A little bit of a drawback. Back onto it, and a called jam. All right, on the line for Mars, it looks like we've got Little Legs. And for New England, it looks like we have Moxie coming back out there, number 777. Little Legs picking up lead on this one. Moxie fighting for that last inch of space to get past that last Mars blocker and gets through. Lil Legs picks up a 4 spot. Moxie working around the pack here. Lil Legs with a back block, heading to the box here. Moxie's got a full 2-minute jam to work with, so we've got 1:10 left on this jam. New England looking to set up some offense so Moxie can get through, and that's another 4 spot. Larry calling the pack together here for Mars, getting them set up. Moxie looking at that inside line, cuts middle, gets through, gets another 4 on the board. Little Legs out of the box and diving through. One last blocker to beat, and Little Legs is through with a little spin and shimmy. Moxie meets back up with the Mars blockers. Looking on the outside there. Little Legs checking out the inside, and we've got a pile up right there at the lines. Little Legs making it through. That's another 4. Little Legs finding another 4. And that is 2 minutes. Jam number 7 in the books. 19 minutes left on the first period here. Score is New England Nautical Nightmares 37, Mars B Squad and Friends 38 points. That jam alone, that was a 16-16, even with penalties. Start things off here. We've got number 6 Peaches, and we have number 66 Ruby Rocket. Peaches finding the inside lane, getting through, taking lead. Peaches finding the tiny little gaps in space here. Couple on the board here. Up close and personal, Ruby Rocket with this 4-wall from Mars, finds the inside line, gets through. And we got Peaches with the call off on this jam. On the line for Mars, it's going to be number 2 Big Rig, and for New England, it is going to be 303 Lucy Fur. Big Rig charging through the middle, takes lead on this one. Lucy Fur fighting through here. Big Rig finding a lot of New England blockers, but finds that inside line a little bit faster. Lucifer cutting through, makes it past the Mars blockers. Big Rig working quickly on the New England blockers, and that's a call off. All right, on the line for New England, it is number 31, Ghost Skate. For Mars, it is number 293, Misery Machine again. Both of them getting a little bit of a drawback here. Misery Machine picking up lead on this one, and number 5 for New England picking up a small penalty here. Misery Machine looking for that apex jump. Gap got closed off pretty quick here, and Ghost Skate riding the outside line here, destroying, walking it back. Ghost Skate wants that outside line badly. Misery Machine has a 3-wall to beat, goes to the outside and takes it there and calls it off. All right, a little track repair by our own Olive Havoc. Not only running all the crazy stuff on the inside, but a little tape job to help things out. All right, for Mars, it is Little Legs taking lead on this one. Followed closely by Moxie 777. And it is a race back here between turns 1 and 2, right on the apex. Lilex finding the outside line, going for a dance, and calls it off. Getting started on the line here. It looks like we've got number 6 Peaches coming back out for Mars and 303 Lucifer for New England. Peaches working inside to outside, cutting through, takes lead. Another 4 on the board for Peaches. And Lucifer is, again, fighting this Mars wall. And Lucifer cuts through. And that's a call off on the board there. All right, back out on the jam line, number 31 for New England, Ghost Skate, number 2, Big Rig for Mars. Ghost Skate taking that outside line. Ooh. Big Rig getting met by a solid 4-wall at New England just to find the inside line there. It squeaked through. Ghost Skate trying to maintain that outside line. New England, oh, there we go. Big Rig working through Ghost Skate. Flying up the side here. We have a race. Big Rig picking up a couple more points, calls it off. Ghost Skate, I think, also picking up a 1 spot. All right, we got 11:15 left on the period clock here. New England Nautical Nightmares 40, Mars B Team and Friends 86. On the jam line, we have 375 Cinnamon Rollers and 293 Misery Machine for Mars. Misery Machine making through on his first scoring pass here. Cinnamon Roller finding the outside line, getting a little drawback. Here we go, Misery Machine taking the inside line there. And Cinnamon Roller getting called for a cut track on the far side there. And the pack starts moving. Misery Machine taking off, cruising up that inside line there. Mars pack setting up for some offense here. Misery Machine finding that inside line. Find some friction from the New England blockers. Looking to do a little tiptoeing around here, and a little help from a friend, a little pull. And Misery Machine is through. Cinnamon Rollers coming out of the box here. Misery Machine jumping the apex. Gets through, collects his 4. Back around the track, he's off. Oh, cinnamon roller. Referee, starstruck. Catching the low block there. Destroying also joining Misery Machine in the box. All right, we got a timeout. Scores and jam refs talking here. No. All right, timeout coming to a close here. We'll get things started in a second. Again, we've got Misery Machine jamming for Mars, currently sitting in the box here, end of that jam, and we've got Destroying blocking for Mars also in the box to start this next jam. So, it will be looking for a number here. New England with a power jam to kick things off here. And things are speeding up here. Fort jamming for New England. Definitely pushing through the pack here. Misery Machine let loose from the docks. Destroying let loose from the box. New England jamming up at the front here. And it is Misery Machine, not lead, but getting through here. And another. We've got 2 blockers from Mars in the box, and jam getting called off. Looks like it was one of the penalties was turned over. So number 17 for Mars Ankle Biter is going to be released. And so it'll be 3-on-4 with blockers out here on the track. Both jammers hanging out. Peaches jamming for Mars. And 99.99 Sugar Crush for New England. Spicy Beans coming back out onto the track here. Peaches looking at the inside line. Little 1-foot action coming through. Sugar Crush watching that outside line. Met by Spicy Beans. Peaches pushing through here. 3-wall. Meanwhile, Sugar Crush is stopped up by 2. As soon as I say that, 2 Mars blockers breaks through. And we're going to pause things for a quick timeout. All right, so with any good sport, we want to make sure that the athletes are at the forefront of any injury concerns. So we wanted to take a quick moment there. Referees blew the jam dead there. So we had one player that went a little too hot and heavy, made a little contact, and wanted to make sure that they were okay before we kick things off again here. So looks like we're good to go. Medics have done their thing, and we are getting ready to start again. A little track repair, and we'll get moving here in just a second after this timeout wraps up. And that's the whistle. All right, 777 Moxie for New England. Number 2, Big Rig for Mars. Moxie not taking no for an answer here, pushing through the Mars pack, finds the outside line and gets through and is immediately met with Big Rig right next to him. And that's going to be a call off for Moxie. .5:25 left in the first half. New England Nautical Nightmares 59, Mars B and Friends at 106. Jam number 18 coming up, and we've got Ruby Rocket on the line and Misery Machine meeting up yet again here. Misery Machine for Mars, Ruby Rocket for New England. Ruby Rocket watching how this pans out here. Ruby Rocket getting called for a cut track. Misery Machine taking lead. Met with the four wall of New England blockers. Gets through on the inside here. Ankle biter calling the shots here. That is Misery Machine on the inside lane here. Moving to the outside, getting through for another 4. Ruby Rocket standing up, getting ready to jump back in here. And we're back to even strength with everybody back on the track here. Ruby Rocket meeting up with the Mars blockers. Misery Machine up at the front there, making it through for another pass. Ruby Rocket not getting any latitude to move anywhere in that corner. There's the star pass. And our pivot 913 Punky Bruiser picking up the star for New England. Ooh, with a cut track there. Action back to the jam line here as Misery Machine, and no sooner said than there goes the jam. Jam completed. We got 3:04 left in the first half. Mars is going to be starting on the power jam. And it looks like it's going to be Little Legs for Mars starting this jam off here. And inside lane and through. Little Legs calling for them to do a little moving, and Little Legs in for another 4. Spicy Beans getting asked to go find the box for a back block. I'm sorry, directional. Little Legs picking up another 4 points here. Punky Bruiser back on the track here, finding the wall with Slater and Larry and Flying Fish. And Punky Bruiser cruising through. Little Legs finding a couple more points. Spicy Beans back out. Little Legs getting stopped up by the New England Jammers and calls it off. Looks like we're getting to the end of our first half here. We've got Peaches and Ghost Skate on the line. 1:15 left in the half. Peaches looking at that inside line. Finds a couple more New England blockers that are just getting there. And Peaches is through. Ghost Skate also getting on through. Peaches looking for a little outlet here. Cutting through the middle. And a call off. But being matched by Ghost Skate for 2 apiece. All right, looks like this one will be our last jam of the half. We've got number 2, Big Rig for Mars, and we have, looks like, have to wait for this one to start. Looks like it's going to be 777 Moxie on the line for New England. Big Rig cutting through here, getting through first. Game clock is 01:42 on the jam clock, so we're going to play this until either Big Rig calls it off or the clock reaches 0. Moxie looking on the inside, decides not so much. Big Rig looking to the inside, looking to the outside, zigging and zagging through. Moxie trailing on Big Rig here. Big Rig with the bean dip and the call off. And that is a half. Looks like we're getting some instructions from the infield here. Looks like we're going to have a 10-minute intermission, and then we'll get back into things. Right now, we've got the New England Nautical Nightmares with 61, Mars B Team and Friends with 161. We'll catch you guys in about 9 minutes here. So stay tuned, go refresh your water, your beverages, and we'll catch you in a few. Jumping back into the action here, half number 2. Mars, New England Nautical Nightmares. And starting off the second half here, we've got number 1977 McNugget starting off in the box. Late penalty from the first half. On the jam line, we have Destroying for Mars, and we have someone who's hiding from me. Destroying, find the outside line, getting on through. Jamming for New England, it is 913, Punky Bruiser. Looks like it was a call for a cut track and going to the box on this one here. Destroying, finding the outside line, cutting on through here. Mars running a little bit of offense on the New England blockers in the way. Destroying, finding inside, outside, inside again, and back through. Picking up another 4 points here. Ankle biter running some offense, giving Destroying some inside lane options. Punky Bruiser coming out of the box, and Destroying just squeaking by the last New England blocker. Punky Bruiser finding the Mars pack. And Destroying, finding that outside lane there. Punky Bruiser with a handoff to number 5, Mads, in the pivot position, putting on the star, walking it around here. Destroying on that outside line, tiptoeing through. Mads getting interrupted by Little Legs on the inside there. And a quick timeout here for some officials to talk things over. As we're waiting for the referees to finish their conversation here, it looks like we're going to have number 3-1 for New England. That is in Balmer. And we have number 64 for Mars, and that's going to be Jack Skatington. Looks like Mars is taking a moment here to work on their flexibility and calisthenics while we're waiting for the next jam to begin. All right, timeout coming to a close here. Getting started again with our next jam. Jack Skatington and Bomber coming in here. And it is Jack Skatington pulling through for lead on this one. And Bomber working through the outside, getting through. Jack Skatington also picking up a couple points here. Looks like we've got Spicy Beans visiting the box here. And Bomber meeting up with the remaining three of the Mars defense here. Bomber on the inside and through. Jack Skatington continuing on here. Finding a four wall of New England, cutting through. And Bomber on the outside. And Spicy Beans jumping back onto the track here. Jack Skatington almost had an apex jump here, kind of had a little bit too much on the inside, had to regroup. Coming back in. And Bomber picked up another 4 points. Jack Skatington says thank you and calls the jam. .26:20 left in the period here. New England Nautical Nightmares 69, Mars B Team and Friends 197. On the line for New England, we've got number 31 Ghost Skate, and for Mars, it is number 6 Peaches. Working the packs here. Peaches on the outside, getting through. Peaches finding that four wall, finding a little seam and getting through. Little legs with the drawback here for Ghost Skate. Taking the walk back to the back of the pack. Peaches looking up the inside of the track here, cutting through. Ghost Skate getting through. Peach is working that New England wall again, and Ghost Skate almost making it through here. Peaches decides to call it off after collecting 4 and calling it a jam. Ghost Skate picking up 2 on that jam as well. Ooh. Ghost Skate getting called with a last-minute cut track here to end that last jam. So Mars will be starting with a power jam. And that power jam is going to be going to Big Rig on Mars here to start things off. Big Rig finding the outside, finding the inside, cutting through. Mars setting up, looking for a little bit of offense here. Big Rig needs it. And there it is, inside line. Cutting to the outside, cutting on through. Ooh, little trip up there, stays in. Ghost Skate back out onto the track here, immediately into that 4 wall, spinning around Larry, right back in there. Meanwhile, Big Rig working that outside lane there, getting bounced around, cutting to the inside. We have a pileup on the far side there. Lots of bodies. Mars blocking group up front there. Ghost Skate on top of them. Big Rig finding another 2 blockers from New England and makes it through here. On the jam line, it is back to Ghost Skate and the Mars defense. Big Rig coming around for another pass. Making it round 1, 2, almost a bean dip for a couple more, but gets bounced out, calls off the jam. He says he's had plenty. official review. We'll wait for a moment here. Might just be a call for a timeout here to give everybody a moment to breathe. All right, looks like number 2 big rig for Mars is going to be starting in the box here. New England is going to be on the power jam to start things off. And 99.99 Sugar Crush is going to get the honors of the start of this power jam for New England. Timeout coming to a close here. little false start on the play here. Next whistle will be for the jam start. And we are off. Like I said, 99.99 Sugar Crush being our power jammer to start things off here. Chasing down the Mars defense, which is creeping forward pretty fast here. This is going to be a fast tempo jam to start things off. Try and keep the points to a minimum, I guess. So don't get dizzy at home, folks. Big rig standing up, joining back in on the jam here. And that'll be 303 Lucy Furr with a penalty. And Big Rig coming out of the box, taking lead jam on this one. And cutting through some arms there. Picking up a couple points. Meanwhile, Sugar Crush is just fighting it out with the Mars blockers in the back here. Big Rig scoping the scene, getting through a couple more blockers. Lucifer coming back out onto the track here. Big Rig finding all the walls and cuts through on the inside. We have a helmet cover pass to Lucifer. Big Rig cutting through on the outside, maybe not quite. He's going to play it safe, wind it back, go to the back of the pack there, and come back through. And that is 2 minutes on that jam, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. All right, next jam coming up here, New England. We have number, I believe that is number 5, Mads on the line. And on Mars side of the house, we've got 64, and that is Jack Skatington. Jack pulling through with lead right on their heels. Mads making it through. Jack looking to pick up any points right now and just calls it off, plays it safe, keep the differential where it is. Out on the line, jamming for Mars. We got number 6, Peaches. We have, well, we have a timeout now, too. All right, we'll give the officials a moment here to talk things through. We'll get back into the action. While we're waiting, let's take a look at the chat here, see what's going on, see how all you crazy people are soaking it in here. We've got show agreeing with Stretch on this this wicked announcer here. Yeah, there's room for improvement. Baked coming in here with recognizing that there is not only a starstruck on the reffing squad, but there's also one on the Mars squad as well. Meanwhile, we got Twig coming up and making sure that everybody knows who's on camera here. Thank you, Twig. Couple shout outs. One bean dip, I think that was from earlier with the bean dip that Big Rig had closing out the first half. Couple shout outs to Destroying and Peaches and Baked, making sure that we recognize Twig as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for this one. This is running a doubleheader. Not normally in our playbook, but we definitely appreciate everybody staying tuned in for this one, even through our technical difficulties on the first half of things. So stay tuned with us. We still have another 19 and a half minutes in the second half here, and it looks like we are getting ready to get back into the action here. So let's get rid of that timeout. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all those goofy things that all the YouTubers want you to do. Yeah, do a little bit of that for me. All right, it is Peaches on the line, jamming for Mars. It is, I believe that is 777 Moxie for New England here. And it is Peaches finding a seat in the box for the start of this one. Moxie getting an opportunity to find lead for this jam. And Moxie picking up lead on this one. Peaches standing up in the box here. Peaches coming through. Action here on turn 2. Coming around to the opposite side of the track. Moxie riding the line, keeping it in there. Peaches fighting through the New England blocking line here. Find the inside to the outside. And meanwhile, Moxie's rolling around, looking for where the action is. Says inside, yes I will, and takes it. Misery Machine coming out of the box as well. Boxes are clear. Moxie calls it off. And that is jam number 7. Moxie picking up 7 points on that jam, bringing the Nautical Nightmares up to 78. Mars being friends at 240. 17:50 left in the period. On the line for Mars, we've got Big Rig, and on the line for New England, it looks like it is Cinnamon Rollers. Big Rig getting stood up on the outside line there by the New England defense. Trying to find an alternate way to get through. Meanwhile, Cinnamon Roller looking to find that same path through the outside, meeting up with Mars blockers on the inside. Cinnamon Roller taking lead. Mads coming to you here, up close and personal for the stream. And that's a jam. Couple quick ones, nothing gained, nothing lost. Darth Skater coming into view here, helping us up with line patrol, making sure our tape jobs are good and everyone is set and ready to go. Number 31, Ghost Skate coming out for New England. And it looks like, oh, they're so far away over there. They're so far. Is that Ankle Biter? That is Ankle Biter cutting through for lead jam. Meanwhile, Ghost Skate coming up on the pivot line here, meeting that three wall of Mars blockers, making it difficult. Ankle Biter finding that same opposite opposite wall of the New England blockers and cutting through. Ghost Skate says inside lad. Yes, indeedy. Ankle Biter says, I like that, and calls it off. Looks like we've got 777 Moxie on the line for New England, and it is Jack Skatington for Mars. Jack coming through with lead to start things off here. Moxie fighting the wall here. Jack Skatington finding the inside line, cutting on through, picks up a 4 spot. Moxie saw the inside line, started cutting towards it. Mars blockers just swarming. Jack Skatington finds the inside line, running through, and looks like we are going to see Jack heading to the box here. Moxie's going to get a little bit of time by herself to go ahead and run up a couple. New England D looking to provide a little bit of offense here, open some lanes. Mars defense getting tight here. Moxie on the outside, cutting to the inside. Almost had it here, drawback. And there goes Jack Skatington on the inside here. Moxie looking to finish off the last of the Mars blockers, cuts through, picks up 4 points. Jack Skatington meeting up with the New England blockers here, finds the inside, gets through there. Moxie sees the same line, cuts through, still going here. Larry says, I'm coming, and Larry, a bump out here. Long drawback. Jack finding the line and getting through for another couple. Moxie looking at the inside line here. And that's 2 minutes. $12.50 left in the half. Coming up on jam number 11 here. Nautical Nightmares 85, Mars B and Friends 264. Boxes are clear. We got 4-on-4 blockers, 2 jammers out there. Peaches representing for Mars. Meanwhile, Ruby Rocket for New England. 93 Starstruck for Mars. Getting a call, heading to the box here. Peaches fighting with the four wall of New England blockers here. And that is Ruby Rocket cutting through. And that is lead for Ruby. New England blockers looking to close off for Peaches here. Peaches finds that inside track. Ruby Rocket coming around for a couple of points. Peaches winding it up, getting to the New England pack just as Ruby decides to call it off here. Just in time for boxes to be cleared out. 11:20 left in the half. All right, on the line for Mars, it is Flying Fish. On the line for the New England Nautical Nightmares, it is 34. And I don't have them on my sheet here. Flying Fish coming in hot. Ooh. New England Jammer meeting up with the big wall here. Flying Fish getting through for another 4 points. New England also coming in, depositing another 4 points. Flying Fish for another time through. New England getting stuck here behind the Mars 3 wall. Flying Fish looking for those openings, inside, outside, on the outside and through. Flying Fish says, we're done here. Calls off the jam. Just a reminder, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we're going to be back on the live stream. We've got the Black Rose Rebellion and the New England Riptide playing over at the Magic Elm Skateland. And hope to see people out there. We'll have the live stream going. Regardless, we will be here for you and all your derbying you need on a Sunday morning. Number 93, Starstruck for Mars. Number 303, Lucy Fur for New England out here, taking the jams. Starstruck finding a 3-wall of New England blockers. Pressing on through. Lucy Fur meeting up with the last of the Mars blockers, only to be drawn back by Ankle Biter here. Starstruck finding a lane. And Starstruck with the lead here. Lucifer finding the inside, getting through. Crush Puppy coming out of the box. Mad's coming out of the box. We are back to even strength on both sides. Misery Machine opening up a lane on the inside so the Starstruck can get through. Meanwhile, Lucifer being held up by Ankle Biter in the back there. Starstruck calling off the jam here. on the line. We've got New England, Go Skate, Mars, Jack Skatington. Jack Skatington, look, cutting through on the inside here. Go Skate, riding that line. That was some tiptoeing right there. Looking to the inside, trying to find the Mars gaps. Getting stuck in the corner there. Meanwhile, Jack Skatington cutting through on the inside, making it through. Mars 3-wall holding things up here. Skate being the recipient of the hold. Meanwhile, Big Rig finding a path to the box. And that is Go Skate getting through. Jack Skatington. Sometimes there's friendly fire out here. Unfortunately, Jack was on the receiving end of it here. Calls off the jam. And that leaves us with 6:10 left in the second half or in the finale of this doubleheader. New England Nautical Nightmares 100, Mars B Team and Friends 298. Coming up on jam number 15 for this half. And that is a timeout that was called. Okay. Starting off with too many people on the floor for Mars. We've got Ankle Biter going to the box to serve the penalty now. And we are about to kick things back off here. Next whistle starts the jam. Looks like we've got Ruby Rocket and Peaches with our jam starts here. Mars is going to be starting with 2 blockers down against Ruby. Meanwhile, Peaches has all 4 of New England that they're going to have to deal with here. Peaches working through the last 2, gets through, takes lead. Ruby working the last 2 blockers for Mars. Big Rig coming in off of his penalty. Peaches working the 4 New England blockers. Ruby finding that 3. Ankle Biter coming in. And Peaches cruising on the inside here. Ruby bounced out, coming back in here. Looks like we got Lucifer. It's going to be catching a directional. Heading to the box here. Peaches getting work the whole way to the line there, coming on through. And it'll be Crazy Banana taking the star pass. Ankle Biter with the drawback here. Crazy Banana checking that inside lane, cruising on through, and through it is. Peaches coming back up on the New England pack. Peaches with 1 blocker to beat. Ankle Biter springing loose. And we're through. Meanwhile, Crazy Banana making it past a couple. And the call off. All right, rewind it here to the jam start. We've got Crazy Fish. Oh my goodness. Flying Fish for Mars, starting this one off, and I believe that is Mads out there for New England. Starting things, Mads says, I'm coming through, outside line, and we're off. Meanwhile, Flying Fish somehow squeaks on the inside as Mads takes the outside, and it is jammer on jammer here, coming up on the pack. Mads with lead on this one. Flying Fish gets through for a couple points. Mads getting drawn back by the Mars defense and a call off. 2:45 left in the half here. Nautical Nightmares 104, Mars being Friends 322. On the jam line, we've got Destroying for Mars, and on the New England side of the house, it is, I believe that is 777 Moxie again. Little pile up around turn one here. Destroying, find the inside line, cutting through. Moxie getting hung up on the Mars defense, just relentless. Destroying coming back around on the New England blockers, meets up with them, shimmies to the outside, cuts on through. Fortunately, no friendly fire there between Destroying and Ankle Biter as they're cutting through. Moxie getting pulled back just a little bit more by Ankle Biter. Destroying, working through the top of the pack there with New England. Moxie getting through, Destroying. Cutting on the outside there, and a call off. And we have a timeout. Looks like we're going to be starting maybe the last jam of the game with Destroying in the box. Late penalty on the play, late call, and we are going to see a power jam for New England to start things off. Number 34 jamming, and that is still not on my score sheet. I'm really sorry. All right, and we're starting. Mars running a tight ship. Three to the tripod here, one floating up top. New England busting through. And New England with lead. Mars blockers tightening up here. New England blockers looking for an opportunity to run a little bit of offense before Destroying comes in as jammer for Mars off of his penalty. Cutting through. And that is New England collecting a couple points here. That's a 4 spot for New England. Destroying with New England with the call off here before Destroying can get through. And that is a timeout here right before the final whistle. So we've got another 6 seconds here on the jam, or on the game clock here. So as soon as this timeout wraps up, we'll have one last jam to wrap things up. And then we'll call it a game here. On the jam line, we have number 6 Peaches for Mars, and we have number 314 Embalmer for New England. That's the rolling whistle to end the timeouts. Next whistle here is going to be for the start of the final jam of this bout. And we're off. And Bomber up front here. One blocker to beat. Misery Machine finds a way up to the front here. And Bomber almost through. And Bomber with the lead. Peaches cruising through the New England pack here. And it is going to be way up there, up by the jam line, where Embalmer's going to start doing a little bit of work on the front end there. Peaches coming around, bodies flying. Peaches finding the New England pack, and Bomber finding 1, 2 blockers. Stagnant line, Bomber through. Collecting points. Peaches breaking some walls and coming through as well. Misery Machine getting a call here. And Bomber finding the rest of that Mars pack. 1, 2 to beat left for Bomber. Meanwhile, Peaches has got the rest of the New England pack up front there, getting driven back a little bit. Meanwhile, Bomber's got 1 more Mars blocker to beat here. And that's going to be Little Legs, and that's a tough customer to try and get around. So, Bomber calls the jam. And we'll wait for the official jam referees to come and talk to the table scorers and make sure that all the numbers are matching up before we call this an official score. That is the official rolling whistle to close things out. Official score for tonight's second game of our doubleheader is Mars B and Friends 350, New England Nautical Nightmares 119. That was intense. Again, we've got tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. at Magic Elm Skateland, where the Black Rose Rebellion is going to be taking on the New England Riptide at 10 o'clock, and we're going to have our live stream going. If you can be there in person, it means the world to each and every one of these skaters to have their fans in person, hooting and hollering, ranting and raving for them. It is everything to them, and this is what it's all about. Listen to the yelling here, kids. We'll wait for the final announcement of MVBs and MVJs, all of our most valuable of the peoples that were out here today, and then we'll call it quits. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you to all of our people tuning in to the live stream here. It is what makes it worth it for all the team here to be on the mic, have the cameras rolling, and for all of our players out here, for all of our friends. So Thank you all for tuning in, and you know, we'll let you guys know who the MVs are, and we'll be looking forward to everybody coming in tomorrow.